For this Throw It Out Thursday, I want to visit the ongoing challenges that I always see online year after year, encouraging us to dejunk and get rid of the excess clutter in our lives. If I recall correctly, it always has to do with some kind of countdown of days and a fill a bag or an item count for a specific amount of time. I often have thought that OG, organizationally gifted people, were presenting those challenges because I am always a bit taken aback when I see some of the forms that are suggested for those participants to print and fill out to keep track of their dejunking progress. They are kind of complicated, and since that isn't how we tick, I thought that they had to be organizationally gifted. Yes, we like plans and we love to report, but there is a line drawn when things get to be work. Remember, if it isn't fun, we don't want to do it. Now, I do know that Flylady has done a trash bag count type challenge or two, and she is, as I am, a self-proclaimed reformed slob. So that blows that theory out of the water. For the record, she doesn't offer a complicated form to fill out while doing her challenges. Something else. Dejunking challenges aren't always done by organizing gurus either. And I know that because of what prompted me to choose this subject for this Throw It Out Thursday. It was a post that a darling TTU student put up on our members' Facebook page, a challenge she found from a website she frequented called the Minimalists. Their challenge was to get rid of stuff in a particularly fun way. The Minimalists do not offer help for the OC. Their niche is that of finding happiness by living simply and with purpose. Their followers are not organizationally challenged people, and they don't have the issues that we do. Although some may, but that is not why they gravitate to the minimalist site. They are people who most likely have it all together, but find that what they thought would make them happy, more money, more stuff, more prestige, actually doesn't. You can see theminimalists.com to find more out about it, and that's with a plural. Minimalists. Get it? Well, now that I've given the background as to why I have chosen this topic, I'll let you know what I think about challenges to dejunk and what I have found regarding them. It does prove to be a great boost to help people get rid of stuff. It can be a catapult for many, especially those among us organizationally challenged types, because knowing where to start can be our biggest hurdle. Having a challenge that is spelled out for us can get many moving who wouldn't have otherwise. And having a crowd of people to work with also is encouraging. What do they say? Misery loves company? Well, I don't really know about that, but I do know that sometimes when things feel futile, knowing that others are doing it can lift that futile feeling and bring someone to a different place to give it a try. In my course, I let my students know that our number one obstacle is too much stuff, and that it is impossible to live an organized life or maintain the home we dream of if we have more than we need. So dejunking is a very big part of our program, and it is taught in a way that does not overwhelm, and it guarantees that we cannot pull out more than we can put back. Often us OCs make more of a mess trying to clean up than we started with. I have found that a small percentage of students in TTU who have not been able to embrace a regular routine to get rid of their excess things in their lives, as I have outlined to do, can do it when it is attached to a challenge to do something in a specified fashion with a group and then report the progress. Personally, I think challenges are great, whatever works, and because of this discovery, I'm going to include a challenge inside of my second session of my course where we go through the how-to of the dejunking process. But, and you knew there would be a but, challenges cannot be the norm. Challenges to dejunk should be for when we're just getting started, when you want to accelerate the process, when tackling an area you have not worked on, such as a storage room or a garage, or maybe when you're moving. You see, the goal is not to be living a life as if on a treadmill or a merry-go-round, or worse yet, a roller coaster, constantly getting rid of things or getting rid of things a few times a year. If we want a real change, we have to have a real plan. We want lasting change, a new way of life. We want out of the disorder and chaos. I see perpetual challenges without learning the skill of order, the same as getting a second job delivering pizzas at night to make ends meet. It is a great idea to do while you are figuring things out, building a business or going to college or learning a marketable skill, but delivering pizza to provide an added income will only take care of the initial need, and you will always have to deliver pizza. Nothing will change if you don't have a plan attached to it. It may be the thing to do for a while, but only if there is a plan in place to move on to better, more fulfilling work. Do you see how dejunking as a challenge all the time is the same thing? What is the goal? What do you want? If it is a Donna Reed lifestyle, and if I'm dating myself, Donna Reed was a character in the 1950s who played a perfect mother and housewife, okay? If you know June Cleaver, you can also use her. She was Leave It to Beaver's mommy. Well, anyway, challenges won't get you there. Just as delivering pizzas is not the long-term solution to financial stability. You will be on the same ride of which you can never get off. It's a means to an end. So for anyone who has taken TTU or anyone who has just registered, I really want to drive this point home. It's important to know what our goal is. It is to live an organized life. It is to know what to do, when to do it, know how to do all that it is that we have to do, and enjoy living in the space that we have. It can happen. Just like it can happen to play the piano if you never have, or speak a language you don't know how to speak. It takes lessons, effort, and consistency working with a proven method that teaches what you want to know. A few jaunts playing will not make you a piano player, just like a few challenges getting rid of the excess stuff you've accumulated will not bring you to a place where you are happily, joyfully in a peaceful, clean home that you have always dreamed of living in. So go ahead and challenge all you want. It can be a good thing with the right perspective and with the right plan. See, it is as you're delivering pizzas while you are taking a course. And the day will come when you can stay home at night and cuddle with your babies, your lover, or your good book instead of ringing doorbells and collecting tips. Or instead of doing challenges. You see what I mean? I offer this challenge to anyone who hasn't taken Tutor University. Stop going for the quick fix that leaves you still wishing and wanting. Enroll. Change your life. Join those of us who have learned how and are realizing the dream to live in an environment that we have always dreamed of. There's a 30-day money-back guarantee. You have nothing to lose. Click on the link. Get started. I'm Kathy Roberts, the Tidy Tutor. Thanks for being part of my world.